Listen, violence is the way to bring respect and wealth. Once I'm back to get out to join and speak for itself. Said you sure of this truth, but no diggity. Truthfully speaking, just got it from some rap niggas last weekend.
I held guns on our fucking waist to hold Pop down. Big picked me up every fucking day.
Top Dog from O.G.C. had a line in a song where it says, "You could be as good as the best of them, as bad as the worst. Don't test me." And then Biggie on the Get Money remix had the same type of line. Now, was that the reason between the friction between Junior Mafia and Boot Camp?
Yes.
I scare petty MCs who claim they got gats, frontin' with hoes and videos with pimp hats.
We did a video? You understand what I'm saying? That ain't nothing but exacerbating the problem. You understand? You just making niggas know that it's a problem, but ain't really doing nothing about you just making the problem worse. You ain't trying to eliminate it or nothing. But on top of that, Tech is from Bed-Stuy. He was for real cool with them niggas. You understand what I'm saying? So with that being said, like Tech the only boot camp nigga that's from Bed-Stuy. All the rest of us is from Brownsville. If shit would have got all the way ugly, I mean, like, niggas could have sacrificed our nigga. You understand what I'm saying? Even though he was really for real cool with him, but it put Tech in a very awkward spot.
Me and Big hung out every day, daily.
Yeah, really.
Me, Big, Money XL, D-Rock. Gray was right here in the style, I'm right here in the style.
Still remains that you're just a stain on the bottom of my boots while I'm still stirring.
All right, so I'm just gonna jump right to it. I've been doing my research, and I read that like Buckshot had a conversation with Tupac about doing some work together, and Biggie was feeling some sort of way because you from New York, and you know Tupac's from out there, and he felt it was like a form of disrespect. So word on the street, it's like y'all had some type of beef or something. So could you elaborate on that, or does that have anything to do with it?
Well, I don't think the Tupac thing had anything to do with it, man. But listen, I'm going to tell a story, right? In this story, I'm not going to say no names or nothing, but I'm just going to tell a story, and it's going to explain everything, all right?
Okay.
Y'all with it? You with it, guys?
I'm with it. And might I add that this is an exclusive?
All right, now listen. This is a story with Starang Wondah, all right, with Will and them, all right? Check this story out. Long, long ago, all right? In a galaxy far, far away. Right? This is what happened. Now, to be serious though, it ain't have nothing to do with the Tupac thing. I don't know about that part anyway. But there was Bad Boy, Duck Down, all right, 2 labels. Anyway, Bad Boy, it was this guy that worked at Bad Boy. And he used to go to Duck Down all the time, you know what I'm saying, and kick it with this dude from Duck Down. That's well known at Duck Down. Everybody knows him. You know what I mean? Y'all fell into pieces. But anyway, the guy came from Bad Boy. He told this guy, hey, Biggie and them, they stole O.G.C. and them a song or something like that. This is how he worded it. He said the song. Really, it was just a line from something, you know what I'm saying, that we both borrowed from somewhere else.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Being the young, high-headed dude that I was, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, fuck that, man. They stealing our shit, you know what I'm saying? Because in my mind, it's like, yo, these dudes think they could steal this shit because they going platinum and shit. And whatever they say, people going to think they did it first. Right. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to look at us and say, hey, they did that shit first. So in my mind, that's how I'm thinking. You know what I'm saying? Even as far as like the William H shit, like I did that joint first, but then you hear Jay-Z and them doing that.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, but anyway, to go back to this is how I'm thinking. So I'm heated. And I'm like, but I never heard the song yet, though. So 3 days later, you know what I'm saying, dude that was my right-hand man, he played. He said, yo, this is the song right here. You know what I mean? So I listened to it, and it's like, you can be as good as the best of them. So then I'm like, damn, they stole it. They stole a line from my joint. I'm still tight. You know what I mean?
Right.
Even though thinking back then I was heated. Thinking back at it, it's like, man, that shit wasn't none of our shit. You know what I'm saying? As a young, high-headed kid, like, you know, Shice, I'm like, man, fuck them niggas, man. Like, fuck that. This is what we doing. So, you know what I'm saying? We shoot the video. We get a Biggie look-alike. You know what I'm saying? I got Rock from Helter Skelter kicking Biggie off the stage, all this stuff. You know what I mean? Everything cool. One day I'm in the studio, and I'm in the studio with another B.C.C member. So the other BCC member walks out. He's taking a while to come back, I guess. So I looked out, and I wasn't even feeling good that day. I was laying on the couch, but I looked out in the hallway. I see these 3 dudes surrounding him. So I'm thinking, you know, I know who the 3 dudes is, at least one of them. I know where they from. I know what it's for. So I come in, I'm thinking he in trouble. So I come through, and then I'm like, yo, what's up, man? Yo, we got work to do. I'm like, let's go back in the studio. And then one of the dudes like, yo, you got a big mouth, little man. You know what I mean?
He said that to you?
Right. And there's 3 dudes in there. These 3 dudes look like, you know what I'm saying, 6-man tag team for the WWE. These dudes got muscles on top of muscles, bro. No lie. And I always been a skinny dude, man. So, you know, but my mind frame was like, yo, if they do something to this dude, they're going to do something to me. You know what I mean? We both going to get it. I never thought I was going to win or nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, we both going to get it. Anyway, this other dude, he walks off and he says, yo, matter of fact, we both go to the phone. Biggie's on the phone. And he says, yo, it's no problem. He said, yo, just come to Daddy's house, which was Puff Daddy's studio.
Right.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
person that was with me, like, hey, fuck it, let's just go to Daddy's house. I said, fuck no. All right? Are you fucking kidding me?
Right. Sound like a
You know what I mean?
Wow.
Listen, don't be ridiculous, Nicholas. All right? That's my mind frame.
Ridiculous Nicholas. All right.
So then, you know what I'm saying? I go back in the studio. The dude that was with me said, yo, I'm going to call Biggie. So he acted like he went to go call Biggie, or he did go call Biggie, whatever happened. And while he left, the 3 professional wrestlers, you know what I'm saying, pulled out a gun, brass knuckles, and try to get it on with me. Matter of fact, we was getting it on. But
So right now, so at this point, you're by yourself.
by myself in the room.
Wow. Okay.
Right. So yeah, so we getting it on, and I'm trying to fight back, but I'm getting hit from every angle. So it comes to a point where I just gotta like drop and buckle up and just take the hits and do it, because I'm getting dizzy. I'm about to get knocked the fuck out. You know what I mean? So I'm like, yo, I gotta cover up and all this stuff. So that's the fighting part. But the fast forward years later, I had a dude in the BMF. You know what I mean? That's my dudes. I don't know if y'all know who BMF is. You know,
Talking about Big Meech and
you know, you in the A right now, Cat, so you should know who BMF is.
I heard of them. Yes, yes.
Right? So I had my dude in the BMF. He came to New York one day. This is like, that happened in '97. Now we fast forward to 2002 or 2003. So my dude in the BMF, he calls me up. He's in the W Hotel in Manhattan. And he said, yo, I need you to come through real quick. So I hang up the phone. I make my way to the W. I go upstairs, and Little C's and Junior Mafia is there. You know what I mean? So I pull him to the side, and I'm mad. I'm not gonna lie, I'm mad. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck is up, man? Blah, 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 blah. Boom, baze, boom, whatever. He's like, yo, listen, this is what I'm doing. He said, and I need you to do this. I need you to squash this beef real quick. Because you know what I'm saying? You my man, and this is business.
Right.
Basically, this is what he was saying. You know what I'm saying? And we had a short conversation, and I went in there, and that's how I squashed it with Little C's, and there's a bunch of Junior Mafia dudes. And during that meeting, you know what I'm saying, it was brought to me like, yo, I was set up that day or something.
Wow.
Wait, so somebody came back to you from the Bad Boy Click, from Little C's and them, and said, yo, you were basically set up?
Right.
And so now, there was a member, like you said, was with you. They walked away. Did they ever come back? So what happened to that person when
they came back when it was all said and done?
Wow.
So
you know?
That sounds like a setup.
Right.
Definitely. So you fought 3 guys, and then this person that you was with said they were going out, never came back until after it was done.
Right.
Wow. Wow.
Right.
Wow, that's deep. That's deep. That's definitely suspect to me. That's suspect. So how did you handle that after that? When you saw that dude, did you put 2 and 2 together at that point? Was like, yo.
Nah, I mean, there's no way I could prove that. There's no way I could know that. You know what I'm saying? I can't take the people who jumped you word over the people you know word. So there's no way I could prove that. You know what I
He
mean?
didn't all that commotion going on over. I'm serious.
But,
He didn't get none of that.
that just taught me to do business. You know what I mean?
Right.
Okay.
So that heightened up my business sense, man. So it's like, yo,
did you
let's
always
don't think everybody.
in the back of your mind? Did you always think that was like when they told you that? Did you honestly think though for a second and say, "Damn, that looked like a setup"?
No, I didn't think. I didn't think about it until they told me that actually.
Right. So after they tell you,
I mean,
do you
it never crossed my mind. Other stuff had crossed my mind, but that had never crossed my mind.
Right. And then once it happened,
You know what I mean?
what was your relationship like with the person after they tell you that? Did you keep it like friendship, or did you just be like, "Yo, I'm over this"?
Me and the person was like brothers, but now we still family. But it's just like we do business together. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Right.
So that one
It's
situation.
it's not personal. You know what I mean?
Right. So it was, you said 96 that happened. You shoot a video.
97.
97. You shoot the video. You throw Biggie in it.
96 the video happened. 97 the fight happened.
Right. That's where I'm going. So 96
right.
You shoot the video, right? You put a stand-in Biggie and Little Kim in the video. And did you think at any point like this is where the beef is gonna escalate?
I thought it would escalate, but I thought it would be like they would say something, we would say something. You know what I'm saying? You gotta understand this too. Like we was cool with Biggie and them. You know what I mean? Right. So if anything, I'd be like, yo, I thought I would get a phone call and they would be like, yo, what's up, man? Why y'all did this? Then I get to say, yo, why I did it. You know what I'm saying? And then it'll go from there. You know what I mean? That's how I thought it was gonna go. But I knew they was gonna be mad, but you know, I'm a street dude, Shice. You already know that, and you know what I'm saying? I'm with whatever. You know what I mean? But the way it happened, it was like when you get if it's true what was said, you know what I'm saying, when you get people close to you involved, then you know you get caught off point, bro.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you just gotta tip your hat and you gotta say, hey, people smarter than you that day. You know what I mean? Like they did their homework, they knew what to do. Right. You know what I mean?
Yo, YouTube, what up? It's your homie Gab. I'm in the building, and this is Makaveli Media. Yeah, I'm fascinated by this whole Smith and Wesson, Tupac and Biggie, O.G.C versus Junior Mafia. The whole situation, man, was amazing to me back in the day, and it was rekindled recently with the almost fight that almost happened between Steel and Tech during that Mav Hoffa interview. Brought back some old memories, made me go back in the vault, and I found this dope interview from Starang Wondah he did with Let's Talk Crazy podcast, and it just got me to thinking. First, I'm pulling the wagon before the horse. Let me go back for a second. Now, during that Mav Hoffa interview, I'm gonna make this short and sweet. I heard Tech say he was holding guns for Pac, yet he was riding in the car with Biggie every day. He said something of that nature, right? And I'm like, wow. How was Tech able to keep his relationship with Big, being that he flew out to LA to be a part of Tupac's One Nation album? I'm trying to figure out, like, how was he able to keep that friendship, keep that bond with Big, and, you know, went out with Biggie's enemy to do an album? Nobody ever addressed that, but all right, so let's get back to current time. So, Starang Wondah. Everybody know they had the fake Biggie in the video, and, you know, I gotta admit, that shit was fucking hilarious. No disrespect to Biggie, because it wasn't Biggie, but when the Rockness Monster kicked the fake Biggie in the ass and threw his Versace shades off the stage, yo, that shit was hilarious. No bullshit. Make me chuckle thinking about it. It was funny. It was very comedic. But apparently, Biggie wasn't playing and got the goddamn dog shit beat out of Starang Wondah. They beat him up good. All right? So, in this interview that Starang Wondah did, he said it was a member of B.C.C. that, you know, he was with the day this happened. Now, he didn't say a member of O.G.C., the original gun clappers, his group. He didn't say a member of Helter Skelter. He just said B.C.C. And we all know that was Smith and Wesson, that was Black Moon, it was, you know, Fab Five. It was a couple different acts all under this same umbrella. But he wouldn't say who it was per se. But he said some things, in my opinion, that would make me believe maybe that was Tech. At least it was Tech that was with him, you know, during this altercation in the studio. Now, he said the person said he was going to call Biggie on the phone after 3 of Biggie's homeboys came in the studio and basically was telling them to come with them to Daddy's house, which was one of Puff Daddy's studios. And Strange was like, nah, I ain't doing that. That's crazy. He said to the dude he was with was like, let me call Biggie. And he excused himself. And when he left, in his absence, niggas beat the brakes off him. Who from the boot camp clique would have had Biggie's phone number like that? Could it be the same guy that was riding around with Biggie every day? The only member of the B.C.C. from Bed-Stuy? Biggie's part of Brooklyn? Look, this is all speculation. Just raised my curiosity. Not blaming Tech. Didn't even know this part of the story existed until I checked that interview out with Starang Wondah. Definitely check it out yourself on the Let's Talk Crazy podcast. Check it out. The whole interview was like, you know, dope. But he said, still didn't think nothing of it. They beat the brakes off him. Then the member of B.C.C. comes back in the room after the guys beat him up and leave. And he said years later, he was in New York with a dude from Atlanta, and the guy tried to the guy did put him and the Junior Mafia together. And he said, y'all need to squash this. I'm trying to make some money with these dudes, but you're my homeboy. Wanted to put you in the loop. Upon talking to Little C's and the Junior Mafia, they told Starang, you were set up that day. You were set up by that member of B.C.C. That's heavy. It's heavy for a couple reasons. Takes me back to my first question. How was Tech able to keep his relationship with Biggie? Think about that for a minute. They go out to L.A. A lot of shit was riding high upon the release of this One Nation album. They had a lot riding on that situation. First of all, they risked it all going out to L.A. I'm sure when they got back to New York, they was ostracized. People was upset with them. You just heard the guy on Math Hoffa call them traitors, right? So imagine fresh in 96. They come back. The album doesn't come out because Tupac gets murdered. And now they stuck in New York. I'm sure they thought they was going to have these bigger careers because Tupac was a multi-platinum album. And upon Buckshot's admission, that was the biggest thing they had worked on, this One Nation album. Didn't come out, shit crashed and burnt. And now you got these relationships that, you know, that were probably fragile when you got back because you guys went out there with their enemies. Now, I know Tech probably told Big, look, Pac want to squash the beef. That's why I went out there trying to, you know, be the peacekeeper, whatever, what have you. But now you got a member of his group dissing Biggie. So now you got two no-nos. They went out there with Tupac, and now it's a nigga in your crew dissing me. We got a problem, Tech. That's probably what Big said to him. All speculation. maybe one of the ways of getting back in good graces with Big or keeping that relationship with Big was to just give up a little information. I don't know. Maybe it was somebody else. But the obvious choice for who was at least with Starang that day, and if this person set him up, like I said, we don't know. Starang said he don't even know. This is what Junior Mafia said to him. In my opinion, it had to be Tech who was at least with him. Don't know about the setup part, but it sounds like it probably was Tech, and he don't want to say that. But I'm curious to know what you guys think. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Do you think Starang was talking about Tech, or you don't think Tech would get that involved with, you know, Biggie jumping one of his members of the boot camp CLIK? Anyway, I hope you guys like this video. Don't forget to sub to the channel. This is MAKAVELI Media. Turn on the post notifications so you be the first ones to get it when I drop that shit. Don't forget to share my work with all your homeboys, man. Good shit. Anyway, I'm your homie Gab. It's been a pleasure as always. I'm signing off. I'm about to hit y'all with the peace.